This is Tim with the Village Plumber. It's a beautiful fall day, still nice and warm in November, but before you know it, it's going to be cold and freezing weather, and here's something you need to consider as far as your plumbing goes as that cold weather approaches. All right, we're going to talk about your hose bib on the outside of your house and why it's so important to disconnect your hose during freezing weather. This is your hose bib on the outside of the house, or something that looks a lot like it. So this is the part that you do see, where the kind of the working end of it, hose attaches here. But the part that you don't see is this whole long shaft that goes into your wall, and that's what makes it frost-proof. When you turn the handle here, it actually shuts off way back here. And so this whole section here should have no water in it. All the way up to here, there's no water here, because it actually shuts off the water way back here. So that's what makes it frost-proof, is there's nothing there to freeze as long as it's turned off and it's able to drain out all the water. So that's why it's important to remove your hose at the end of the season, because when it shuts off way back here, then if there's no hose attached, all the water is able to drain out and there's nothing to freeze. Now, if you fail to remove your hose and you get freezing weather, it will end up bursting out the side like this. And so when in the springtime comes, when you turn on your hose, you get about half the water that comes out where it should as you're washing your car, and the whole time, half the water is coming out that hole in the back, filling your house. So that's why it's really important to remove the hose before the first freeze. Now, when it comes down to spring, you know you've done everything right, but if you're not quite sure, or just as a safety measure, before you attach that hose on and use your hose for the first time in the spring, I think the best way to do this is to stick your finger up inside the outlet and then turn on the water. And it'll spray at you a little bit, but that way, if you put your finger in there, it should stop the water. But if it doesn't, if you turn it on and you hear water running, you've got a little break like here, and it's filling in. So go ahead and turn it off and give me a call. This is Tim with Village Plumber, 855-3221. Thank you.